Hello, this is Chiak. We are back with Sherlock Holmes Chapter One, where I'm trying to find the treasure map. This place, which I know I've been there before, but I just can't seem to find it again. And yeah, it's I'm at a loss of where I should be going with this. I feel like we should going like closer to, I don't know, where is this? Where the hell this thing could be? My problem is having to look back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then coming across nothing. And the worst part about this is I know I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me correctly, that I came across this area when I was looking for the other, for the previous treasure map areas. But I don't know. Where can I get it where a fountain shows up on the map? That's what I need. The fountains to show up on the map. You ran into me first, kid. This one. Right. Oh, this is a John bet. That's what that. Okay, dead in the safe. My curiosity has been piqued by talk that Basilio Capello, the owner of the famous Armor Capello Home Security Company, has been arrested. His situation is quite peculiar. A man named Niccolo Detti has been found dead inside the safe in Belicio's store. Belicio claims innocence, but the evidence is against him. He's being held in the holding cells at the police station. Okay. I mean, either way, this requires... I shouldn't reveal to any of the suspects that I am not actually an officer. Okay, so the entire time I have to pretend to be the police. Good to know. Alright. Now imagine, I mean, I could change out here, but that's suspicious. Let's go upstairs here. Dear God. Where is it? What's happening to my frame rate here? Alright. So, let's take a look. Let's wear the officer's police uniform. We have the police cap, copper topper. Sure, that'll do. Okay, so I could... Oh, what the? I could run there. Let me... I don't know why this is being so finicky right now. Alright. I'm just going to transport myself there because I've been running around too much in that area. Getting desperate. I know, so very tempted to look it up. Okay, so at no point can we reveal our identity. Now, where exactly is the holding cells? Right here, huh? Okay.
Oh, what a long day.
Just going to,
Are you able to help me? Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Okay, sorry, I want to see if I can ask where he is. Not here. Because this area is rather big in size. You two are just having a conversation, I see. Like where exactly are we supposed to be? I'm gonna assume this. Because John's here too.
Come on, Sherry. Say, I am the law.
Okay. Right, so let's just reaffirm. John suggested that I should join the police or at least pretend as much. I shouldn't reveal to any of the suspects that I am not actually an officer.
Excuse me, but are you Mr. Capello? My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm hoping you could spare a moment to talk.
Manners, what a pleasant surprise. Most of your colleagues have lacked even the simplest of common courtesies.
I'm an honorable cop.
You're a suspect, sir, but not yet a criminal. I shan't treat you as such. Your case is refreshingly unusual, and I wish to get to the bottom of it.
Manners and enthusiasm. Huh. May you go far, young man. What can I help you with?
Okay. Starting off with the observation right away. Focused look. Alright. Fresh and fashionable. Recent trauma. Okay. What sort of thing am I supposed to infer with this? Tight on the finger. So basically he never takes it off, but he's gaining weight? Like, what am I supposed to infer with that? Belicio Copello is the local proprietor of the famous Armors Capello Safe, Lock, Door, and Home Security Company in Cordona. He's currently being held in the police station holding cells as the prime suspect for Niccolo Detti's murder. He is in his early 40s, a methodical man who puts business and principles above all else, keeps calm and focused despite being arrested. Has a bruise on his hand, possibly had to defend himself recently, values his family life. What does the impulsive say? I'm curious. It's definitely methodical. I'm assuming, I don't know how focused look would come to that. Fresh and fashionable, but anyway, this is, he has a flair for the new and fashionable. Oh. He has a flair for the new and fashionable, keeps his frustrations bottled up while at the police station but could be prone to violence. He has a bruise on his hand, which might be the result of a fight attached to his family. Attached to his family. Okay, I'm gonna say just because the focused look speaks more to the methodical than keeps calm and focused. Focused, underline. We get it wrong. Okay.
You are surprisingly composed for a man accused of murder. Not so easily shaken, I take it.
Life is full of surprises. You'd be astonished how many deals go sour due to a force majeure. One becomes skilled at adapting. I am confident this will all be set straight. Until then, I will endure.
Much how you endure that injured hand. Those bruises look painful, but you seem barely aware of it. Were you attacked?
No. A minor accident, nothing more. My heady days as a man out to prove his valor are far behind me. I now know that to succeed in life, one must stay calm and plan ahead. The world will turn your way eventually. And if it does not, then one must persuade it so.
Please, tell me how you ended up in this situation.
Well, this morning some clients arrived to finalize their purchase of a Copello modular safe. But when we opened the door, out tumbled a dead man.
And I take it this wasn't normal?
No, I normally keep my corpses in the wardrobe. Please, young man, spare me your wit. The rest of the day was a blur. I recognized the victim, and it seems so did the police. That was enough to make me the main suspect.
Who sent for the authorities?
No one. As it happens, we had a break-in last night. Nothing was stolen, but for insurance purposes, the report had to be made. So, police officers just happened to be on the premises when we discovered the body in the safe.
Okay. Maybe the police are also looking at the fact that there was a break-in. It's those two things, just seem to be a bit suspicious in terms of their timing, so...
You say you became the suspect when the police identified the victim. Is there history between you?
Surely you jest. That man and I have never met, and never would, unless he became the first Detti in history to use our products.
Some sort of family feud? I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
You must be new to Cordona. It's an old tale. Back in Italy, generations ago, the Dettis tried to ruin our family business. They nearly succeeded. The Capellos rightfully struck back, but there has been bad blood ever since.
And does that blood flow in you too?
I told you, sir, it's an old story, or it was. I fear this horrible event portends worse to come. My wife may be in danger as we speak.
Okay. I'm just kind of curious if, like, I don't know if they broke in, whatever. Did he manage to, like, he tried to hide himself in the safe or someone, and he ended up suffocating because the thing locked?
You mentioned you were showing your wares to some prospective buyers when the safe was opened. Who were they?
Clerks from the bank. They inspected the safe from top to bottom yesterday. I assumed the sale was just a formality at that point.
And the safe was closed?
It's usually open, but it locks automatically when the door swings closed. That's another marvelous Capello invention.
A coffin that locks itself. Marvelous indeed.
Okay. Were they trying to steal trade secrets maybe then? And then he ended up locking himself inside and suffocated?
Help me grasp your movements yesterday. What time did you meet the customers from the bank, and did you have any other appointments?
Yesterday, the bank clerks arrived at 10 a.m. Afterwards, I was alone in the office until my wife Augusta came in at 3 p.m. I left for home at 6:30 p.m.
And what about this morning?
Our meeting for the demonstration was set for 9 a.m. I arrived about half an hour prior in order to prepare.
I have one final inquiry. Do you recall the time at which the safe door was closed?
Young man, I may just as well ask you when you closed your cigar case. I have opened our safes a dozen times a day for a dozen years. I do not recall.
Okay. I know I'm like jumping the gun and jumping ahead in terms of what may possibly have happened, but can't help it.
I'd like to inquire about the burglary.
I'm not sure I see the connection, but if you wish to know more, talk to Billy Lloyd, the night watchman. He scared off the thief.
Was it also Billy that discovered the burglar?
No, my wife did. She had stayed late yesterday. Poor Augusta. At least she's safer with the police than at home alone.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Capello, I think that's all I need from you at present. Where can I find your office?
Here, take my card. Billy should be on site to assist with the investigation. And please, sir, would you check on my wife before you depart?
Thank you. I will endeavor to speak with her before I leave the station.
Please, treat her gently. Women lack our resilience when it comes to ordeals like this. I shall eagerly await your return. After all, there's little else I can do.
Okay. So, I need to check on the wife. There's a bunch of things. Okay. So where am I going? Specifically the wife? Oh, she's currently in the she's currently in the police station. Where specifically? People of interest. Night Watchman Billy Lloyd, who is at the Armor Capella office on... Okay, let's at least place this on the map. So, Alder Street and Scaladio. Alder Street, Scaladio. That's like... Okay, here. We're gonna... Is that all? Like, that... This entire thing is Alder Street. Whatever. Okay, fine. We'll start here. I'll just make sure to start here. Oh, not that. There we go. In the meantime, we need to look for the wife, who is somewhere in the police station. Just like, I'm trying to remember, how do I get out of here again?
Mrs. Capello, please wait in the office. The inspector will be here soon.
It's the perfect time to investigate.
Oh, okay, just everyone in this room, huh?
You must be the inspector.
Would you be Augusta Capello?
Must I really repeat myself to every baby-faced man in uniform that strides in?
My god. I'm new.
Forgive me, I am not the inspector, but I am working on your husband's case.
Then I have nothing to say to you. Come back with the inspector in charge so that we may dispense with the endless repetition.
Okay. I don't know how frail you think your lady is, sir, but used laudanum recently. Okay. To calm her nerves. A parting gift from 1875. Golden hairpin. Parting gift from what? Marks from fidgeting. Okay. Augusta Capello is the wife of the accused Basilio Capello. She's in her late 20s and while previously involved in music, currently works with her husband. Okay, so that's what the golden hairpin means. Has been fidgeting with her wedding ring due to stress. Has recently used laudanum but doesn't seem accustomed to the drug. What? Has been fidgeting with the wedding ring due to her restless nature. I'm sorry, but like, what in the world? This barely gives us anything to go on. Can you get this one wrong? I'm sorry, but this like, am I supposed to know something about laudanum? Or okay, let's just double check. I'm gonna Google this. To exactly what is laudanum. It's a thing, you know, that I've seen come up in other games, aka Amnesia. But okay, laudanum is a tincture of opium containing approximately 10% powdered opium. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to just imagining the YouTube monetization thing. Laudanum is prepared by dissolving extract. Okay, what's it for? Stop telling me how to. Stop telling me how it's made, please. This is not what I need it for. Okay. Historically used to treat a variety of conditions, but its principal use was as a pain medication and cough suppressant. Interesting. This is a thing where it's like, hey, is your baby being noisy? How about give them some this and to calm them down? I'm trying to find, because it kind of skipped right to the modern day, but I'm trying to find like, how am I supposed to know? Is this part, it has recently used laudanum but doesn't seem accustomed to the drug. Maybe accustomed to the drug. Like, what am problem is I don't have any background information to see how this may or may not have. This is either fidgeting due to her restless nature or fidgeting due to stress. Which could be either or. Like, I don't know if this is a thing where you can say, oh, this mark has been here for recently, or this mark is here for long periods of time. It's like it's not something that's going to show up over and over and over again, I would assume, like an old bruise or something like that. Again, the glassy eyes. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? Like, how does that tell me whether, if we go by his testimony, I mean, I'm just saying that because I imagine like shock is one thing. I want to go with shock. I don't know, maybe the glassy eyes because she took, it means that she used too much and therefore does not really know how to use it. Because I don't know how else to go with this. You know what? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's portraits where it doesn't really matter much in terms of what you can or can't get. But I don't know what the hell else to do, because there's barely anything to go off of, really.
Whilst I prefer German composers, the harp solo from Lucia di Lammermoor stands out as one of Donizetti's finest contributions to the form. I'm sure Basilio thought the same.
He did. How? Did he tell you how we met?
Oh, there was no need. It is trivial to observe how much you value your memories of playing harp in the orchestra, and even an amateur Italian harpist would be familiar with Donizetti's finest work.
Yes. Music is a balm in these uncertain times. It is nice to meet another who appreciates it.
Much as I appreciate the truth. Please, Mrs. Capello, let me help you and your husband.
I am not unappreciative, sir. But I'm afraid I presently lack the strength.
Okay. So that's what the heart pin was about. It's just him to ingratiate himself to her.
Basilio tells me you were present during the burglary yesterday. What can you tell me about it?
Oh, it gave me such a fright. I fainted, fell to the floor. I wish I could help you, but, I'm just utterly useless. Please, I want to rest before the inspector arrives.
Were you familiar with the deceased man found in the safe?
No, I did not know him, nor can I conceive of how the poor soul ended up there.
You've had quite the day, Mrs. Capello. I shall leave you be. If I have further questions, I may visit again later.
Okay. Again, I could potentially chose the thing wrong. So if we went for emotional, would it have been like Sherlock went with a different tactic in how to approach her? Again, I'm just sorry. I'm just like, I want to look it up afterwards, after I finish this case. Again, I don't know, I don't know how much it matters in terms of how much that character portrait's gonna really add to things or not. I'm curious, like, are all character portraits important? And if we get one wrong, it could really screw with the case? Or is that really not the case? Sorry, mime, I almost ran into you. Wet whiskers. Oh, this is the... Okay, am I going the right way? Yeah, okay, just dead ahead. Sorry. I'm on the case. Another barber, that's twice. Is this it? Right here. And I saw the gates on the door. I'm like, yes. This seems like a safe place. Okay, I'm gonna see.
Hello there.
Hi. Just investigating.
They sell door locks, padlocks. No Sherlocks, though. Probably for the best. Imagine dealing with two of you. Ugh.
Okay.
Ill-fitting pants, wonky nose, and hair that appears to have been cut by your own hand. You must be Billy Lloyd.
Oh, it's you! I knew you'd come.
You did?
You're Mirko Gallia, the best investigative journalist on Cordona. I'm a fan of your work.
Alas, you're mistaken. The name is Sherlock Holmes, and your employer...
Oh, of course. Discretion. I'm sorry. I doubt the policeman upstairs heard me, though, so your secret is safe with me, Sherlock.
Okay.
Mr. Capello told me you were present during the burglary and scared the criminal off the property?
Hey, you should have seen it. As soon as the burglars saw me, they went white as death. Ran out the back door of the office. I heard a thud and cat shrieks, so I think they went over the railing and into the bushes out back. Clearly, my reputation precedes me. Mr. Capello was so proud.
You're a guard, but you didn't give chase.
Well, by the time I made it outside, they were miles away. So I went back to help Mrs. Capello. That kind of gentlemanly courtesy is why I'm so well regarded round these parts.
Okay.
What did the thief look like?
Shorter than me, mid-20s, a huge scar across the right cheek going from the eye. Short hair. She didn't look like a ghost. Too corporeal.
Hold on. She? You didn't think to mention the burglar was a woman?
Why did you assume it was a man? It's the 19th century, sir. Ambitious young women are out there pursuing a career, and I, for one, encourage it.
Yes, yes, spare me the sermon.
That's not the type of career I imagine that people are pushing people towards.
When did the burglary happen?
After 10 in the evening. I was just talking to Mrs. Capello.
Does she normally work this late?
No, it's the first time it happened. Usually I'm alone at night. I was explaining to Mrs. Capello how drinking water every 3 hours can help with digestion, when she excused herself and went back upstairs. Then there was a scream, and I ran up to the office, and...
I know what happened next, thank you. What about last evening? Do you have any more details about the break-in?
Of course. I write down everything that happens during my watch. Take a look.
Fastidious in its mundanity, but I will make of it what I can. I must go and inspect the crime scene. If I have further questions, Mr. Lloyd, I will find you.
Oh, don't worry. I won't be able to keep away.
Right.
Okay. So, this is the burglar, Armor Capello burglary. The burglary happened during the late evening, was discovered by Augusta Capello and Billy Lloyd. The night watchman, it seems that nothing was stolen. The burglar entered via the back door during the evening, when normally only Billy is on site. Billy heard her go through the bushes in the backyard during her escape. Okay. Let's go upstairs then. So I'm like, the only thing I can think of, the reason why we would want to choose emotional for the character portrait of Augusta. Yes, I'm still on this. Hope I'm not in the way. Anyway, the only reason why I think it's like because of the husband's portrayal. I'm not sure if portrayal is the right word, but basically what he was saying about his wife, which would lend itself to thinking she's emotional. At the same time, I'm assuming I'm basing that testimony off someone else's word than what was being observed, which was not much in my opinion, but okay. Right, so is that foaming?
Bulging veins, cyanosis, bloodshot eyes, odd foaming in the mouth.
Okay. That would...
Bruises, torn nails, bleeding was severe and continued at length.
I mean, could that be poisoning, or are we talking suffocation?
Clothes are not fully buttoned. Was the victim dressing or undressing?
This is the one thing I'm wondering, like, was he potentially having an affair with the wife?
Blood on the safe door could have been left by the victim.
Anything else? You got the blood. Is this the...
Bruises, torn nails, bleeding was severe and continued at length.
Okay. That's just one thing I want to make sure. I'm like, am I looking at the,
Clear indications of blunt trauma, possibly inflicted before the victim was in the safe. What a rotten way to die.
Yeah, what a shame.
Oh. He was... What are you doing here? He was knocked out and then put into the safe?
Wouldn't want to be in his shoes. I'm a bit claustrophobic.
Okay, anything else here?
The bottle is half empty. A wine, well enjoyed.
All right. I mean, so far we looked at a lot. Okay, are we just looking at the wine? What? What exactly? Oh, here go. Is there anything under the table? Oh, here go.
Recently used, but why would it be here?
Business affairs. Huh. Okay, let's
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
What? How's this worse? Whatever. And that's it? Where's the window that they went out of? That's my question. I'm trying to... come on. Okay.
I know of it, but forgot.
Uh-huh. Oh, here's the timeline of the death.
Do you know anything else about the dead body in the safe?
Well, there is the rule of threes. You can survive 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 hours in harsh weather, and 3 minutes
Of you talking?
without air. I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, very enlightening, Mr. Lloyd, thank you.
Okay. So he suffocated. We... I kind of already went over that, or hypothesized that. Yesterday, around 10 a.m., Basilio gives a full demo of the safe to the client. Safe open. He works alone. Safe is open. He works alone in the office until the arrival of his wife. 3 p.m., Augusta arrives at the office. 6:30, Basilio leaves the office and goes home. Billy arrives at the office and says hello to Augusta. Basilio returns to the office via the back door and talks to Augusta. Basilio walks down to check on Billy. Basilio leaves for a business dinner. Augusta remains to work at the office. Billy is reading a book at the front door. Augusta walks down from her office to talk to Billy. Augusta goes back upstairs. Billy hears her scream after seeing the burglar. Burglar escapes. Safe is closed. Okay. Around 9 a.m., the body's found.
I don't know. I know of it, but forgot.
Have you noticed anything different about Mrs. Capello recently?
Not really. She talks to me more when I start my shift. Probably because of the 100 Best Curry Recipes book I'm reading. Oh, and we've been running out of paper a lot lately, so she often sends me out to buy more for her. She's very particular about the paper we use. Only one store on the island stocks it, and it's on the other side of the town. But I'm really fast.
Interesting, thank you.
Is this supposed to be... I was wondering, I'm like, why is it showing him writing, and that's why he drew a dog.
I don't know.
Okay, so she...
What can you tell me about Mr. Capello?
He's a good employer, but very focused on work, and very serious about security, of course, since he employed a night watch of my caliber. Not everyone appreciates his strict business approach, though. Store clerks don't seem to last long in the office.
Good to know.
Okay, so that's it. Oh boy, why everything... Oh, we're doing a chemical analysis. What? What chemicals are involved? Are we, are we saying he drank wine? What's going on here? 7. Yikes. We have a 4 here. We have a 3. We have 5. Now the question is, what can get us the 3 here? The only thing I can think of is to maybe... Then how do we and then subtract? by 1. And then if we... Okay, so let's... 6, 5... Oh, I was like, what? What's happening? I totally forgot about this one. And we're just gonna do this. There we go. Sorry, I'm just wondering, it was back up. I was wondering if anything else was added. Lately has been sending him on a lot of errands. Okay, possibly affair again. The safe room where the deceased was discovered features a meeting area with couches, a half-empty bottle of wine. Oh yeah, what did I get from this? I did chemical analysis. What did I get from it? Asphyxiation, okay. Foaming around the mouth is the result of light intoxication, mostly likely from wine. Blunt trauma to the left side of the head. Unclear whether the blow was delivered before or after entering the safe. Okay.
I'm gonna catch the criminal myself. But later.
Oh my god, this guy. Anyway. Okay, so here is the office, where the back door, I'm assuming. Okay, we got a set of keys. What's this? Heir to the Dedi family returns home. Niccolo Dedi, a young heir to the Dedi family business, has returned to Cordona after 12 years of studying and working on the mainland. This coincides with Orazio Dedi's departure to Italy, and hints at the possibility that Niccolo is intending to take over the family business in Cordona. We will be watching this situation closely as it develops, and will endeavor to obtain a reaction from Basilio Capello. The Capello and Dedi feud has been existent for over 200 years, and even though this acrimony has been muted for the past few decades, some still remember the conflicts of the Gonzalo Detti and Vitilio Capello era. Oh boy. Signor Capello, and this is a lawyer's letter, it has come to my attention that Niccolo Dedi is soon to return to Cordona. We do not know what that means for the future of the Dedi family, but Orazio seems set on staying in Roma, so take that as you will. I want to strongly advise, on behalf of the whole family, that you avoid contact with Niccolo. We have no doubt that you will be able to retain your composure, even if provoked, but we do not know what the Dedis are planning. Be on your guard. Their family reputation is at stake. Huh. What else is in here? Basilio Capello's diary. This diary shows Basilio Capello's schedule planned weeks ahead. There are several noteworthy recent entries. First, a meeting with the detective from several weeks ago. And second, 2 dates labeled with the safe, yesterday and today. Uh-oh.
Well-organised workplace?
Mr. Capello is the best.
Okay, this chap is seriously creepy.
Are you seriously just... Dude.
I swear I just saw a lion out there. On the railing.
I hear that cat meowing. Oh wait. This is her desk. Okay, so she very much was possibly having an affair. Oh boy.
A concert program from 7 years ago. An Augusta La Duca is listed as a harpist in the orchestra.
Basilio's note to Augusta. Augusta, we do not have the time today for a chat because of my important client meeting, but I'm concerned about your desire to work such late hours. You seemed happy about it, which is why I did not bring it up previously, but perhaps it is best that we have a conversation. I'm sure we can find a different arrangement. Okay. Oh boy.
2 theatre tickets for Shakespeare's Othello. The performance is tomorrow.
Have to respect the classics.
Okay, hold on. Let's press Z. And then let's check this door. Oh, we're actually going out the back. Okay. Do I have to talk to that guy? I guess so.
Don't forget about the cats in the bushes, Sherry.
Railing dislodged and bent. I can see the cat. I'm really hoping I didn't miss anything here. Okay. Oh, wait. No signs of break-in, very complex lock. Huh. Trampled grass.
The letter F is inscribed within a 4-leaf clover pattern. Passe muraille. Walk through walls in French. Our thief seems rather arrogant.
Okay. Is that it?
The letter F is inscribed within a 4-leaf clover pattern.
Sorry, usually... Yeah,
A
here we go.
comprehensive set of lockpicks, recently cleaned with no fresh scratches.
Okay. I was about to say, usually it doesn't disappear until I bring something up. Or I get all of the notes. Okay, interesting. Set of keys. I mean, I'm gonna assume this would have to be a police. Okay, hold on. Let's, at the very least, let's talk to that guy. See if we can get anything more from him. Went the wrong way. Is anything any, oh, you're not here anymore. God. Are you downstairs? Okay. What else can I talk to you about?
Do you know what this note might be about?
I cannot presume to know another's mind, of course, but I think Mr. and Mrs. Capello have been having some familial difficulties, probably due to their lack of children. One of my oldest friends helps couples with their relationship troubles, and he always says...
You don't have to continue.
Oh, well, he says that to me as well, but I'm perfectly happy to.
No, I insist.
I love
Do you know anything about these entries?
No, but Mr. Capello is so well organised. I use a different method, very popular among the Buddhist monks. You create an attic in your mind and...
I'm familiar. Keep it tidy, put only necessary information in, remove unnecessary information regularly.
What? No, it's called an attic. You just stuff it with everything. You never know what might prove helpful someday.
That is profoundly upsetting.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you know whose keys these are?
Probably Mr. Capello's. Police took him so suddenly. I have the same set, but it's more efficient. Has fewer keys.
So you don't have access to the entire office?
No. Only Mr. and Mrs. Capello have the key to the back door.
Okay. So I need to head west? Yeah. So, I mean, possible affair going on. I don't know in terms of presence of the burglar if they were just... I mean, either the burglar is a potential eyewitness to what happened. Again, the question is, was he hit on the head and stuffed into the safe? Or did he go to the safe to hide and ended up asphyxiating? I think that's what the possible scenarios are leaning towards. So I'm gonna assume this has to be it. Crimes, property crimes, suspects, instrument of crime. Profile of Felicia Savine? Felicia Savine, age 26, currently affiliated with the Backyard Boys gang, acting as their master burglar. The Backyard Boys have a hideout on Clay Street in Central Miners End. Oh god, I'm gonna have to fight. She has a distinctive scar on her right cheek, gives conflicting stories as to its origin, but has had it since at least age 18. After her parents died at sea and she wasted her inheritance, Felicia turned to crime. Has been arrested several times, but has been cooperative with the law, lessening the severity of her punishment.
Maybe it would be wise to take a look around outside before we enter. Just a thought.
Okay. So him saying that tells me that it's very possible to not encounter. Okay. So we got an identity of who she is. All right, let's place this on the map. Clay Street, Miners End, Clay Street, Central. Where is Clay Street specifically? Am I looking at, this is Miners End, right? Yeah, okay, just making sure. Clay Street, where are you? Here we go. That's not quite Central Miners End, but whatever. She belongs to the Backyard Boys gangs. I just wanted to see how, okay. I was about to say, how far does Clay Street go? But it's actually the entire length of this. Okay, so if we're talking Central Miners End, this is as close to the center as it is, so I would say we'll start here. Actually, I should, here we go. Place this right there. Okay. God, do I have to do a fight? Do I want to do a fight? Not really. What the? What did you drop off of?
Other gangs are planning an attack on the Backyard Boys. The Pipe is looking for information.
I love we're dressed as a police officer and we're listening on this. Okay, find out what information the Pipe wants and where to find him. Get a gun. Deserved it. Revenge? No? Beggar informants? Limping brass? Owes me money. Wounded. What? Okay, so one of those.
Other gangs are planning.
I was wondering, can you.
Sounds like elephants upstairs.
Okay. They deserved it. Not revenge. Marketplace. Okay, limping brass. Oh, maybe that's a physical description. When they said brass, for some reason I was thinking they were referring to the police. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was thinking copper, like coppers. Anyway, John was right. It seems that the Backyard Boys have mobilized. Due to the botched robbery of Armor Capello by Felicia Savan, they believe that another gang set them up and they are going to attack soon. I've overheard, however, that the Pipe, the limping information broker of the gang, is calling in his beggar informants. The Pipe can be found in the marketplace in Central Miners End on Market Road. Okay. There is no way this is this a disguise thing? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Look at that. Oh boy, how do I deal with this? Do I even have the costume? I feel like I shouldn't change right in front of everyone.
Our clothes will be worn well, take my word.
Okay. Oh, you probably don't want me standing on your clothes.
Step right up.
Mm-hmm. I'm so, I was waiting for it to try to shove me. Okay, ugly beige suit, worn out suit, a shabby suit, smells of fish and not in a good way. Okay. Potential. Beige oddman outfit. I don't know what is causing. There's definite lag going on, huh? Scattered brain scientist. I do like the newcomer outfit. I'm assuming my newcomer outfit will still be able to work. What about facial hair? Is there any facial hair that... Pencil mustache, designer stubble, goatee, medical mask? Wear this or stay at home. Boy. I'm tempted to just buy that because... Next time, be more careful with that stick. I kind of want to just buy this now because I feel like at some point... You know what? I'm just going to buy this. I'm going to buy it. Let's see what we got. What else is there? Scarred? I can't... Oh, whoa. Old man, light makeup, fake bruises. You should have seen the other guy. Even the mother wouldn't recognize you. Instant street cred. Okay. Black eye makeup. Mind you, it's probably underneath that wound there. African casual. Criminal chic. Kind of want to go with the newcomer.
I hope you'll be comfortable in it.
Okay. I am... Even though I know I don't need to go into this corner, we're going into the corner anyway. That woman's totally going to see me changing. I just want to see what this black eye looks like. Okay. I mean... Is that going to work? That's it for the hair, right? Artist bristle. Oh, that's facial hair. My bad. Yeah. Nothing else. Messy hair. Okay. Oh. All right.
Buy some clothes and help me feed my family.
The best the flea markets can offer.
Curd lowlife. Oh my god, is that describing this lady? suffering from food poisoning. Okay, sorry. What was the... Can be found in the marketplace in Central Miners End on Market Road. I'm here right now. Unless there's that guy hanging out by the,
Our clothes will be worn well, take my word.
One man's trash is another man's furniture. I
don't know what that girl's doing. And then there's this guy. Okay, it has to be him.
One man's trash.
I'm just trying to see... The Pipe, the limping information broker of the gang, is calling in his beggar informants. The Pipe can be found... Thinning the ranks. Okay, so we're trying to provide a distraction.
Hello, mister. I have some information for you.
I'm not interested in the advice of a man like you. Move aside. I've places to be.
Oh! Damn. I just want to see what in the world... Oh, hobo criminal. What? Oh, for some... I don't know why. This always makes me think of, like, a fisherman. But then, technically, the sailor... The fisherman... I don't know. Like, this says fisherman to me, but that's the hobo criminal. So I was too much like the working class, but I needed something more... Slavic gangster. Honestly, that wouldn't make sense to me, but whatever. That said, I do need more clothing then. I need more attire. Damn. Oh man, I don't have to do the fight, but I'm gonna have to because I screwed up.
Extra! Extra! Art stolen, children homeless. The deplorable theft of an auction painting compromises the building of a children's shelter. The cheapest news on the island. Thank you.
This is just gonna give us a even, like, a worse name for Sherlock. Here we are knocking these kids over. Oh, what? Okay, I need to... Where's this marketplace? I'm going around in circles trying to find it. I went the wrong way. Okay, yeah, but either way, I need to... Let's buy more clothing, particularly for the... I guess...
The worst clothes at the best price. Step right up.
The worst clothes at the best price? That's amazing. Anyway... Like, what is something that's gonna give me worn out suit, all the holes in the wrong places? This one more so, okay. So we can go for that. Actually, I feel like Vagabond Rags. Oh my god. It was right here.
I hope you'll be comfortable in it.
I'm so tempted to just like load in a checkpoint and see if I can get it, but I have to deal with my mistakes. So let's go in, guns blazing, dressed like a hobo. Oh. Okay, yeah, we're doing this. am very sad right now that I wasn't able to get that. Okay, so what? The hideout in Clay Street. So it's just around this area, but I'm not quite sure. Clay Street, Clay Street. I mean, if anything, I would think here. Where does this take me? Oh, this takes me actually somewhere else. Okay. Where? Here? I guess so. That's... you have this thing right there. Alright. Dressed as a hobo, we're going to go in guns blazing, I guess. Because I screwed up, and I didn't want to fight, but...
I'm coming.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out...
I couldn't miss the party.
I wonder if they're wondering, why is this man coming around?
You've lost.
He's just another criminal. I thought I had the snuff, my bad. Or I just don't care. I'm very mad that I end up losing that bet.
Get ready for something. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
The snuff's ready.
Okay. Snuff's ready. If I can get 2 in 1, that would be great. I do need to get... Oh! He like moved at the last second. That or I moved my mouse. Either or. Could work. Oh, I ran out. No, come on, I'm stunned. Please run. I swear to God, if those other guys shot at the same time. I need to take out the guy with the mask. Okay, is the cooldown stopped?
I will end you.
Yes.
No more crime for you until next month. Take a rest.
No!
Overcome him, don't...
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Okay, so it turns out you can't get 3 in 1. Come on, run, please. My... What? I'm trying to right click, but it's not letting me... It's not letting me do the... slow down. No, don't move, don't move! Why do you move so much?
Give him the pepper snuff.
What?
I will end you.
Okay. Here we go again. I mean, at least that's the way I get... I should be getting some money from this, right? Oh, you have nothing on you. I don't care. I just want to get rid of you. You have the gun.
Oh, don't cry, you'll live.
Everyone else, I'll just have to figure it out. Okay, hopefully... I don't know. Is the cooldown done yet? I wish I knew. I wish they had something to indicate the cooldown. I know I'm going to keep complaining about this forever. You do not have a weakness on you. I have to use my environment.
couldn't miss the party.
No more crime for you until next month.
Ooh. Is there... What? Oh, there's someone else now. Who? You!
Can overcome the...
Oh, you... Damn, you have a
The
hat.
snuff's ready.
Okay.
Don't
Another...
bother moving. You've
Where's-
lost.
Where's this guy? You! My god. Okay, so there's a thing where
Too simple.
he's glitching out. Or not glitching out, but there seems to be a weird lag. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Last one's the mask. Let's reload my bullets. Do 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 do. Hopefully by the time.
He's all yours now. Go
Okay.
for it. Give him the pepper snuff.
No more crime for you until next month.
Okay, well at least I got money from that.
Okay, I give up.
Let's can I change my wardrobe here? And suddenly we're a policeman. Do. I'm sorry. Okay, oh dear god. Let's change all this, get rid of that black eye. There we go. We're an officer of the law.
And here we are, Miss Sevigny. A place where we can talk about all your recent activities. We have a nice profile on you, you know.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Is there nothing you didn't do, Miss Sevigny? Thieve for the gang, break into the Armor Capello office, kill Niccolo Detti?
What? Kill? I didn't kill nobody. No, how?
So you admit the rest. I suppose you won't mind explaining some things to me then.
Okay. Okay, nothing but the scar. Nice necklace. Oh. Lockpick hidden inside. Oh my goodness. I thought it was like maybe a keepsake from your parents, but no. What? Cat claw marks on leg. Okay. Well, we know she was there then because there's always that thing with the cat. A double-sided jacket. Posh clothes. Is a burglar and a thief in her mid-20s. There are claw marks on her torn trouser leg from when she clumsily fled the scene of the crime at Armor Capello. She has a locket that conceals a lockpick. Her jacket is double-sided for a quick disguise. She's proud of her trade and is showing it off, but only to the trained eye. I mean, I imagine she's more prepared.
You were in the Armor Capello office yesterday evening, Miss Sevigny. The same place that Niccolo Detti was found dead today. What happened?
How would you know? You can't prove anything?
It's written all over you, Miss Sevigny. I presume you did not intend your evening to end with a fall over the railing and a fracas with felines? Need I continue?
Zut alors! It was just a job, nothing else. I was asked to come. Here, see for yourself. I don't know who hired me, but I think they wanted to pin the crime on me. Poor Niccolo.
Poor Niccolo.
You knew Mr. Detti, how?
Niccolo and I grew up together. I hadn't seen him in years, then ran into him on the street, smiling with some lovely lady on his arm.
And that was the last time you saw him alive?
Well, until I found him dead yesterday. That same woman was there, too. It can't be coincidence.
You saw a woman in the office?
Mm-hmm. She started screaming, so I slammed the safe door and ran when I saw a guard coming.
When were you offered this job?
Ah, mon Dieu. I don't remember precisely. I think the letter arrived around 9:30 in the evening. It sounded tricky, but the money was good.
And you arrived at the office?
Perhaps 45 minutes later? I am very good, sir. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
I don't like lies.
No, wait. Okay. It took 15 minutes. All right? Still impressive, no?
Your thieving days may well be over, Miss Sevigny. Until this matter is resolved, you will remain here. Good day.
Okay. So, let's look at the timeline of events. So he may have actually murdered? Also, what was going on? Oh, right, this thing, huh? In a new low for the deplorable criminal underbelly of Cardona, a precious painting was stolen from Sir Finlay Lane's gallery during an auction to raise money for homeless children, as the main lot organizers had pinned their hopes of building a shelter for the needy on the valuable artwork. When it went missing, the fundraiser was halted until the piece was recovered, or an item of similar values donated for the purpose. As it stands, construction of the home for these desperate and sickly youths seems unlikely. We call on all to unite behind this worthy cause and donate whatever can be afforded. And to those who conspire to see the painting taken, we simply say, shame on you. Okay, this is just a document. All right, boy. Okay, let's look at the timeline. Okay, so Basilio leaves for business dinner. Augusta remains to work at the office. Billy is reading a book at the front door. Around 9:30, Felicia receives a letter about the Armor Capello job and decides to take it. Augusta walks down from her office to talk to Billy. Around 10:15, Felicia enters the office and starts working on the safe. Around 10:30, Felicia opens the safe, sees Niccolo dead inside. She hears a female scream behind her and slams the safe door closed. Augusta goes back upstairs. Billy hears her scream after seeing the burglar. Huh. Felicia Sevignon, I can't remember how he said it, admitted that she was the burglar in the Armor Capello office. She was hired by an unknown client for the job. Felicia had previously seen the woman who caught her at the office in a romantic setting with Niccolo Detti. She is currently under arrest in the police station's holding cell. Okay, obviously, we need to talk to...
What exactly was your relationship with Niccolo Detti?
Who? What are you talking about?
Madam, please, a young woman dedicated to her music and an enthusiastic artist. Your marriage to Basilio could not have offered all you needed. And then about 6 months ago, you met Niccolo Detti. There was a spark, you started to see each other. It brought passion back into your life.
How could you?
But your tryst didn't go unnoticed. Felicia Sevigny spotted you with Niccolo, but rather than cease your affair, you took care to avoid the public eye. You started working with your husband at the office, and met your lover there in the evening after Basilio departed. Billy would not notice, and you hoped neither would your husband. Do I have this right so far?
Yes. I love Basilio, I truly do. But his first passion is his work. I respect that, but it left me adrift. Niccolo. Sweet Niccolo. He was the man I needed. If he had had any other name, I would have talked to Basilio. But he was a Detti.
And your husband suspected something.
I think he did. He asked questions. Billy's schedule was moved forwards. Yes, he suspected.
And thus we arrive at the heart of the matter. How did Mr. Detti end up deceased in the safe?
I do not know.
Madam?
I don't know anything about his death.
Are you sure this is how you wish to proceed?
It is the truth. Please, just leave me be.
Okay, got that John challenge. Gusta Capello was in an extramarital relationship with Niccolo Dedi for several months prior to his death. Gusta fears that her husband suspects her. She refuses to talk further. Okay. So now I think I need to talk to the husband, I would assume. I mean, again, I'm just trying to see the timeline of the events. I mean, either... Wait. His key was on his desk. Okay. You can't talk to her about this, huh? Okay. Sorry, what was it? I was looking for the timeline. Sorry, my bad. I was like, here we go. Basilio returns to the office via the back door and talks to Augusta. 809 checks on Billy, leaves for business dinner. Augusta remains to work at the office. To talk to Billy. Is there a reason why she went down to talk to Billy? Okay, I mean, the only thing I can think of is to talk to him. So... where is he again?
What a long day.
Can I ask him about the keys?
Not much to say. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this.
Okay.
What was your intent behind this note?
This is private, young man, and hardly relevant.
Its relevance, as it were, remains to be seen.
My wife Augusta joined me in business half a year ago, but works late hours. I worry because I love her. What else do you need to know?
I appreciate your candor. I'm interested in some entries in your diary that may prove important. Could you elaborate on these ones here?
Bene. I won't name the detective, but rest assured that is unrelated to the investigation. It is just one of our clients. And those safe entries are about an interested party who was going to purchase the product. We met yesterday, and today we're to finalize the transaction. Alas, that opportunity is no more.
You've been a good help.
Okay.
Not much to say. I'm sorry. Not much to say. I'm sorry.
The wine glass near the bottle has some wine left in it. There's a wine glass under the table. It has been recently used and looks out of place. See, that's the thing that really throws me off.
How long have you known your wife, Mr. Capello?
How is that relevant, young man?
Please, I need a complete picture of all the parties involved. Consider, perhaps, the possibility that the burglar was targeting your wife.
It seems unlikely, though if a Detti was out to threaten my wife... We met 7 years ago. Augusta was a harpist with an Italian orchestra. The passion in her eyes back then. I am glad she still has some of it now.
And you and your wife get along well?
I love her most dearly, and I know Augusta loves me. I fear someday she may be bored at work, but I try to give her all she wants.
Okay. Can we...
I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this. Not much to say.
I'm just
sorry.
gonna click everything.
Another
honestly...
question?
Oh, this is not gonna...
Another question?
Mr. Capello, have you anything to say about the burglar's claims?
Not a whit. The woman is a liar and a criminal. I don't give it the slightest credence, and neither should you.
Basilio doesn't trust what Felicia had to say.
I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this. Another question?
Were you aware of this, Mr. Capello? Of the relationship between your wife and Niccolo Detti?
Enough! I will not hear it. Augusta is an impressionable woman feeling the stress of this horrible situation. She does not understand what she's saying.
I see. So, you think...
I think that if you want to help, you should stop bothering my wife and find the criminal responsible.
I will return.
Okay. So I'm wondering if I screwed up somewhere and then the only person I can accuse is him. Oh, where am I going? Well, So the main issue is, like, one hypothesis is that it was an accident, right? But the question is, why...
What a long day.
Why would, who would send the note to Felicia in order to bring her to the crime scene?
I know of it, but forgot. I know of it, but forgot. Oh, actually, no. I don't know.
We can still...
Could this be the burglar you saw yesterday?
Oh, okay.
That's her. So what's our plan? How do we get her? If you can afford to give me 20 minutes, my uncle has a large net.
Yes, a net. I'll go and get one now, Billy, and you stay to guard the office.
Okay. Who am I? Suddenly this is on the table again.
I'm gonna catch the criminal myself, but later.
Oh, no, wait, that's already been... Damn, so that means... See, I'm kind of wondering, usually there's more than one person, but... Okay, so we can accuse her.
Apologies, Mrs. Capello, but I must go.
We can accuse her. We can probably accuse the thief. And... Well, let's just see. I don't think we can accuse the thief. I'm trying to see, where was the thief? Where was the thief placed? So so it's just her and... Oh, she's being questioned right now? I'm assuming that's her. Okay, so...
What a long day.
It's just between the wife I'm curious. I mean, how big of a timeline difference is... I don't know. Again, I could possibly be overthinking this. Here's what I'm thinking. So, I don't know if I'm going to cut down a lot of my thought process and all of this. So, things that are so far against Basilio. I mean, obviously, because he has some awareness of her affair. He has a wound, a bruise on his right hand, which happens to coincide with there being blunt trauma on the left side of Niccolo's head. The only problem is the timeline. Because either of them could have left the back door open. Especially if he was there the night of. So I'm wondering, was this like just a purely an accidental death? So Augusta went down to talk to Billy. Someone came in through the back door. And Niccolo, thinking that maybe it was Basilio, went to hide in the safe and end up suffocating. But then that doesn't explain why she would be called, Felicia would be called. The only thing I can't work out, if it was Basilio that set up Felicia to take the fall for Niccolo's death, is how in the world, like, I'm assuming he was with her between the time of, let's see, Basilio returns to the office. Okay, so 8:17 to 10:11 p.m. is maybe when Niccolo was with Augusta in the office, because we know that there was, if I can find it again, I wish there's a way to like organize all the things so I can, the things I want to care about, I can care about. Alright, where the hell is it? There is a very specific, oh, here we go. Business affairs. The safe room where the deceased was discovered features a meeting area with couches. A half-empty wine bottle on the table near the couches. So it means that they've been there for some time. The wine near the bottle has some wine left in it. There's a wine glass under the table. It has been recently used and looks out of place. Because again, why would it be under the table? So that's the part that's really throwing me off about this. Basilio could have confronted Niccolo some other time before, way before. Because the way the timeline is, she goes down to talk to him. Where's the timeline? It just doesn't make sense to me how in 4 minutes he stuffed him inside the safe. Was he aware it's going to take some time for her to open the safe? 15 minutes, enough time for him to suffocate? So basically, there was a 4-minute time frame here for Basilio to knock out Niccolo and put him in the safe, if it was him. Which, who knows, if he was waiting. I do not understand. The only thing that's throwing me off is how in the world did he, like, he knows his wife goes to talk to, like, is there anything, there's no information for me to know how Basilio would know that Augusta would around this time go talk to Billy. Like, there's nothing to suggest this. All we know is that Billy says that Augusta talks to him a lot recently and sending him off on errands. So is this usually around the time that he would be sent off on an errand? Was he the one that hid the... Was he the one that... Why would he hide the wine glass? Unless he did it in the morning of. I mean, the weird thing is the wine glass was just sitting there the entire time. They never cleaned up at all. Even when he went, yeah, that doesn't make sense. I think might be a game thing. I don't think it's actually the case thing. But, like, you're telling me they never thought to clean up the wine glass while he's doing the presentation of the safe? What? That doesn't make sense. Oh wait, but then if they're calling for a burglary, then they have to leave all evidence. Leave everything untouched. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I don't know about this one. I can see it being Basilio, but I can also see it being Augusta. For me, a 4-minute time frame to knock the guy out and stuff him inside the safe and then do it quietly, I am not sure at all. Because in terms of motive, I understand his motive, Basilio's motive, if it was him. I don't quite understand what Augusta's motive is, unless it was the whole family thing. Like there's Billy talked about making him being sent to get a very specific piece of paper, but again, that's because there's only one place, so she wants time to herself. Okay, I'll accuse her. At this point, I'm fed up. I don't know. I really do not know. The time frame is just so short between actually, you know what? The other thing is that they're both aware of each other. Like, what are the chances? Yeah, what are the chances that... I don't know, what are the chances that, Basilio happens to contact the one thief that happens to know Niccolo? But again, it's just the time frame, 4 minutes to like knock him out and stuff him in the safe. I'm having a really hard time believing that. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong.
It is a shame it has come to this, but it is patently obvious that you are responsible for Niccolo Detti's death.
How dare you? I wouldn't want him to.
I see you need some persuasion. I know that Niccolo Detti went to the office to meet you.
Okay, what was the window of opportunity? Okay, so we're back to this. See, here's the thing that really throws me off. Oh. Okay, so I might screw this up anyway. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna actually look this up after I finish this case to see what the actual answer is supposed to be. It could have been him. Man, if I'm not gonna lie, I'd be impressed. The guy did in 4 minutes time to knock out Niccolo and stuff him in the safe and then leave before Felicia shows up. Maybe it's really easy. Maybe he's drunk on wine. He had the forethought of hiding the wine too. I do not know. What is the window of opportunity? Okay, this is a timeline though. That's not really going to... Okay. This is the only one that kind of speaks to me. This diary shows... All right. So it could be this in terms of the diary.
This is nonsense. I did not know Mr. Detty was at the office.
You knew he was in the safe, but rather than get the combination code from your husband, you sought to free him another way.
What? I'm so confused of... What are the means of the crime? The means of the crime was the safe. How else? Sorry, I'm like literally... I mean, I knew I wasn't going to get this at all. I'm so confused by the means of the crime.
I don't follow you.
Yeah, I don't follow
The
myself
fact
either.
remains you chose to risk Nicolo's life rather than call for your husband, and I know why.
What? So I guess it would have been him? I mean, this would have been the window of opportunity. Unless it was like this was the motive. But again, I don't... Confirm.
Wait here, I need a moment to think.
Wait, can I...
It is a shame it has come to this, but it is
What?
patently obvious that you are responsible for Nicolo Detti's death.
How dare you? I wouldn't want him to.
I see you need some persuasion. I know that Nicolo Detti went to the office to meet you.
Okay, interesting. I can cancel and just start this all over again. So he knows the Nicolo Detti went to the office to meet her.
It was a midnight tryst. Nicolo would visit the office once Basilio left, but this time he returned. So you hid Nicolo in the safe. A foolish move.
I didn't know the code had changed. It was the only choice. I couldn't let him be found. I loved him.
Really? You could have saved his life by simply speaking with your husband, but you sought to free him another way.
Oh, so I had the right idea, but okay. I was wondering why. Okay. So I was right that it was her. It's just it's just that I wasn't seeing the timeline right. Him returning was when he was hidden in the safe. I was thinking it was like, where are the means of the crime? Where's the note? Where's the note? There's a note. Hello? Related to Felicia.
To free Mr. Detty, you hired Felicia Sevigny, a petty burglar, to crack the safe. And as a result, you killed your lover.
No. It's because the combination had changed. It is not my fault.
You are splitting hairs, Mrs. Capello. The fact remains you chose to risk Niccolo's life rather than call your husband. And I know why.
Okay. What was the motive? Okay, I can see this being it. Just having a look at everything. This is before everything, so that doesn't make sense. Okay, this is the only one that I can think of.
You were afraid how it would affect the reputation of the Capellos, and you feared what your husband would do as a consequence.
He's a good man, but he cares about his business, about the family. It would have destroyed him.
And now he's accused of murder, Mrs. Capello. How considerate of you.
Mio Dio, how did this all happen?
Okay. Huh? Where's this going? You're guilty. You can fix this. I mean, this is an... Huh? Where are we going with this? Because I'm afraid that this is like... Put the blame on her or something. Because this is not... This isn't intentional murder. This is a complete accident. But I don't understand... I'm afraid, like, I don't want to, like, accidentally blame... Not accidentally, but I don't want them to, like, pin this on Felicia or whatever. Though I'm not sure if it would actually go that route.
Mrs. Capello, there is a way out of this mess. When the inspector arrives, tell him very little, insist you were with your husband and that he is innocent. But afterwards, you must tell Basilio about Niccolo. You wronged your husband. He deserves the truth.
Perhaps. Yes, I believe you are right. Please give me some time to prepare myself. And thank you.
Goodbye, madam.
Okay.
I'm behind you with this one. Some people deserve a second chance.
Okay, I was like, honestly, that was my main worry. I didn't see them doing that, like, oh, well, let's pin this on Felicia, especially when there's no precedent to. Basically, the case will go unsolved. That's it. The this it's definitely not going to. The feud is definitely going to ignite. I feel like there's gonna be suspicions. And there's gonna be some blames.
Come on, Sherry. Say, I am the law.
Okay. That was... So I feel like the only parts I really need to cut out was my hemming and hawing of trying to go over all the evidence. Hopefully I summed up everything that I thought of near the end and could cut out a lot of that. Because I'm pretty sure that was a good half an hour of me just trying to work things out. So I had the idea that it was... Because even though the bruises on his fist made sense, could lend itself towards the wound. At the same time, 4 minutes to hide a body, to punch him out and stuff him in the safe made no sense to me. I just had the timeline wrong in terms of like, I just couldn't figure out why she would put him in the safe or what interrupted. But then it was him coming back. Okay. Either way, that ends this case here. And so I'm sure these are all going to be equally as long. Like, for God, I have to figure out what this one is. But either way, thank you for liking if you liked. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys, see ya!